So we went through the process. I started it cooking, and then Lori finished up the process. Cooked it overnight, almost 24 hours in the crock pot. Never ran out of water. I'd filled it up pretty high when I started it off. And then she ran it through a grinder, and not the Vitamixer, but a little plastic kind of grinder that fits over a jar. And she said it worked pretty hard, even with it being cooked down that long. And came up with something that's not quite as thick as what I've made in the past with the solar oven, and not quite as flavorful, a little bit more tannins. And I think that that's because she blended it up and then strained it, so it has more of the hull in it. I'm thinking that if it's strained finer, it would be a little sweeter. And also, if next time we roast the pods first and then make molasses out of them, and then not grind them up, but just strain them, then I think we're going to end up with a better yield that way. We may actually even try beating them with a hammer in the middle of one of those steps to see if tenderizing them helps to kind of get more of the juice out without putting the fiber from the hull in it. But we'll try that at another time. Right now, this is it. Kind of an interesting chocolate brown. Let's look at it right through the sun, and you can not quite but almost see through it. Gives you a good idea what color it is. It's about the thickness of most chocolate milk. Kind of reminds me of chocolate milk. Has a slight bitter taste to it that I wasn't expecting, and that may be length of time of cook, because when I did solar, I cooked it for several days. Or it could be, like I said, the fact that we blended up the entire pod and cooked it more and then strained it. That might have increased the amount of just chaff that would usually be separated during the milling process. There's probably more chaff in there than there was in the stuff that I used.